Open your eyes.
If you are wondering why everything going on in the world feels so terribly off, then you have come to the right place. A veil has been put over the eyes of humanity. Evil people in high places have been hiding the truth in plain sight and building a false reality on lies and deception for far too long. And now, their time is coming to an end. It's time to fight back, to wake up, and to begin an uprising. Now is a time for judgment.
This is a time for judgment. Welcome to today's show. You got to see this clip from, remember Dr. Phil? Yeah, Dr. Phil's apparently still around, and well, this is too good to pass up about a woman who's magnetic, who feels like a superhuman, or has superpowers, I should say. All these things that I've talked about over the years that are just completely obvious why they've been subliminally programming people for transhumanism. And I'll get into it in a second. Very fast reminder, please, if you haven't checked out my channel, A Time for Justice, please make sure you subscribe to it now. It is my backup channel. I'm uploading there every single day, so if you want daily content still from me, that's where it is. I'm also uploading here, so don't leave this channel, but I'm also building out that channel, so definitely subscribe if you haven't. The link is below. Again, it's called A Time for Justice. You could pause the video and go subscribe now. I have a bunch of new content a lot of you probably missed over the last month, so definitely check it out if you haven't. All right, so I'm going to show you a clip of this woman who claims to be a magician, of course a magician, who has implants, microchip implants all over her body, and also has magnets inside of her. Now, again, I couldn't imagine how she possibly became magnetic. Could you think of a way that like a regular person could just have be magnetic all of a sudden? What could they put in them to become? Oh, I can't think of what it could possibly be. Wink, wink. But take a look at this woman who says she feels like she has superpowers.
At the moment, I have 47 implants in my body, and I plan to get more. A lot of the implants I have in my body are microchips. I have 32 in me right now. I have microchips everywhere. I have one in my calf. I have them in my hands. I have them in my forearms. I have them in my ears. I have them in my shoulder. I have them in my chest. I have a microchip in my right thigh, actually, that when scanned with a phone, it calls 911. I've also implanted 14 magnets and a microcomputer. I'm a magician, and what a lot of people might not realize is a lot of magic is done with magnets. I have them all in my hands. I have them all down my arms. I have a magnet here in my tragus that lets me have secret hearing, which is really cool. I can hold my makeup compact. I can hold it there. I can hold it there. I especially love the magnets because I like to walk around and feel the electromagnetic fields vibrating in my body. Some people think this is really weird, but I feel like I have superpowers. I've had a few implants that have given me some problems. The first version of the computer that I had in my thigh cracked and I wasn't aware, and in its cracking of the case, it allowed my body fluids and the computer to all mix in together and tons of other heavy metals. So yeah, there's been some concerns. I really feel like microchipping could be the wave of the future. I think that as people learn more about microchips and see all the conveniences they can bring into their lives, I think more and more people will be more comfortable with it. And I can't imagine my life without it. So I don't think I'm going to stop anytime soon.
The thing that really jumped out at me with this secret hearing, so what does that mean?
Well, I have a magnet in my ear inside a glass case. So it's kind of like a chip, but it's a magnet inside glass. And if I wear a hairpiece that I've made that I use when I'm performing magic, it has a Bluetooth receiver in it with a copper wire induction coil, or I don't know if it's inducing, but it's basically vibrating the magnet in my ear the same way the magnet in your speakers work. So I remove all the other part of the speakers, and with this copper wire receiving the Bluetooth from my phone, I can hear inside my head what nobody else can hear. They're kind of like built-in earphones.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay. So you have 47
I do.
implants.
Yeah, quite a bit.
So do you weigh more? I mean, does it?
I hope not.
These things don't weigh a lot.
No, they don't weigh a lot. I have probably the largest and heaviest ones are the big magnets. You can kind of see them here under my arm.
Oh, yeah, okay. You can unlock your medicine cabinet with your right hand, and you have 2 circular magnets that you chose to pick up metal objects.
A lot of metal objects.
Yeah. Do you ever pick up things you don't mean to?
I do. Every time I eat at Cheesecake Factory. Cheesecake Factory's cutlery just comes to me, like, when it just attaches, and then it'll attach and swing onto the floor and crash, and I always have to apologize for my behavior.
Let's take a deeper look at this. So we've got a table here. Let's see what these magnets do here.
Okay.
So
these bobby pins, like, so whenever I'm doing my hair and I drop bobby pins on the floor, it's really handy to have these. And it makes it easy for me to get my magnets up, or my bobby pins, sorry, up off the floor.
yeah.
It's a bit of a pain in the butt, though, when you're trying to get stuff off your hands, when you have magnets on both hands. So
Yeah,
I
I would
purposely
think so. I
only
would
put
think
one
so.
over here. So I
Okay.
can always remove them from the other hand.
Oh, okay. Well, you still got about 100 of them there. Okay.
Like I said, the heavy cutlery at Cheesecake Factory, I can swing it much like this. Don't worry, I won't hurt you. Oh, this is better if it's right on the skin. Hold on. I'm like a human clock.
Yeah.
Actually, whoops. My clock needs repairs.
And then what do you do with the phone?
I can scan things. So for example, if I were to have a chip in my heart, scan the chip, it should show
Oh,
you.
wow. Yeah, no, it's doing it.
No,
This is the day I married my best friend.
it shows you my wedding video. And you can reprogram the chips over and over and over again to do things.
So the woman feels like she has superpower. I mean, again, it's funny to look at this and just nobody's laughing. Like, this is just normal. Like, oh wow, cool. And nobody's like, is this woman okay? Is this dangerous? Should we put her in a padded room? No, because they're promoting this type. Oh, she feels like she's Superman. She feels like Magneto, right? Remember all these videos over the years that I've done talking about this? How they were going to promote this type of stuff to get people to take it, superhuman powers, right? All of a sudden, dorks have just become prominent, right? It used to just be like, here's Batman, and then 3 years later, like, here's a Spider-Man movie. Now it's every month. There's Avengers this, there's Galaxies of the Dorks this, there's that, there's that. It's all there, not because it's great writing and it's creative and people actually, I mean, look, these people do want to see it because they eat this stuff up, but it's there to get people to eventually take these types of technologies because they're going to market it with superhuman power. You're going to be like Superman. You could be like Magneto. You could have what's your superpower going to be? I could be like this, right? Same with the thing I did recently with the Harry Potter thing, with the wand, getting you to cast spells. I mean, it's all predictive and easing people into this. So an estimated 50,000 people worldwide have elected to receive microchip implants. Some of these chips allow you to pay with your hand, open your car or house door, store your medical information in case of emergency, and much more. Well, interesting. Store your medical information. Sounds like something with a passport that we all know about. Anastasia says she's a cyborg magician, transhumanist, and biohacker who currently has 47 implants, 32 of which are microchips and several magnets. Some people think this is really weird, as you heard her talk about earlier, but I feel like I have superpowers. And there you go. She says she believes that microchipping could be the wave of the future. As people learn more about microchips and see all the conveniences they can bring into their lives, I think more and more people will be more comfortable with it. And again, these are things I've constantly been talking about. Listen to the way you have to think about how they're easing and transitioning people, right? Not only do you have superpowers to feel like Superman, but conveniences, right? Remember I talked about making it easier. Oh, I don't have to forget my wallet. I don't have to worry about dropping my phone in the toilet because the phone's inside of me. I don't have to worry about losing my wallet or getting pickpocketed, right? Because all of it's in me. My money's in me. My car door opener, my house door opener's in me. My garage door opener's in me. My car keys are in me. Everything will just go through me. I'll be magnetic. And they'll be like, is it safe? Oh, well, of course it's safe. And they'll roll out people who have it. And who will those people be? The Kim Kardashians of the world, the most famous people in the world. And they'll be like, wow, they have it. They're not dead. Or they're okay, they've taken Mark. Oh, okay, don't worry about it. It's convenient. Just like the Alexa was convenient, right? Just like the Ring was convenient. All of it convenient without people thinking about their own privacy and their own rights. They were just like, wow, that makes things a lot easier. I shouldn't think about the fact that somebody could be listening on the other end because people are like, nobody would ever listen. Who would care? And now over the last, 5 to 10 years maybe, you see all these stories slowly just come out. Oh, your vacuum is taking pictures of you taking a dump. Oh, the Alexa was recording me making intercourse to my wife. Oh, the Alexa was filming me. Oh, my device was listening. All of a sudden I was talking in my house, and all of a sudden I opened up my computer and I was getting marketed the things that I was talking about, but I've never even looked them up before, right? How many stories have you heard about that? Oh, I was talking in my house about getting a new carpet, maybe, but I don't even know any companies around here. I got to look some up. I open your computer up. Oh, look, all of a sudden there's an ad on YouTube for a local carpet company. Not suspicious yet? Don't think they're listening? Or is it just, oh, they're listening, but that's convenient for me. They already did the work for me. Now they found the carpet company. So it's not like they're trying to kill me or spy on me to, keep me enslaved. Huh? Yeah, it is. That's exactly what it is. So again, Anastasia, the cyborg musician, talking about the conveniences it brings to their lives. This is going to continue on. You're going to see guys opening up their car doors with their wrists, right? You're going to see people paying at the store, having a whole big, thing filled with groceries or whatever it is, and going, oh man, it looks like he's got to run through the thing. He's got to write a check. Going to be a long wait. I got to wait in line behind this person. When you think about like being at the grocery behind somebody who's writing with a check, and you're like, oh my goodness. That's what they want you to think. Oh, I got to get moving. I got to be quick. Got to keep going, even though everyone's in a rush to get nowhere, like I always say. People going 120 miles an hour on the highway. Somebody going 65 is only going to get there probably 2 minutes later. You're in a rush to get nowhere, right? But the chip in you'll be able to use your hand at the checkout, so you don't have to worry about swiping it. And it's not just good for you, so you can get out of the store faster. It's good for everybody else. Remember, you got to care about everybody else and be a good person, so then the people behind you can get done fast too, because you're so fast. All right? Oh, man, I don't want to get into my house. Remember I showed you the woman who was trending on TikTok? Her whole channel is based off of TikTok, and I think she has a YouTube channel too. Her whole thing is based off of how she's chipped. And then she wants everything in her house to be chipped, opening the windows. Oh, she could just walk up to the windows and raise her arm up. Oh, to turn the TV on, she just raises her arm. To turn the channel, she just, raises her arm. Talks into her I mean, all of this type of stuff. People are like, that's so cool. Convenience, convenience, convenience. And then when people like Dr. Phil are doing videos like this, and again, don't even forget Dr. Oz was doing videos on this too. So doctors, right? So you feel safe. You feel like, oh, a doctor, he's a doctor. Dr. Oz, Dr. Phil, they're both doctors. They must know what's best for us. And they're both talking about implanting chips into ourselves. Oh, yeah. They put stories like this out there to get people will watch it because it sounds sensationalized. They're like, oh, what? She feels like she has superpowers? Then they see her. Then she's like, oh, I'm so healthy and things are great. And they're like, interesting. And they're like, oh, that could be cool. And they keep doing it over and over, which they've been doing for the last couple of years. Like nobody's shocked anymore, but people have implants. But when it first came out, they were like, what? They have to desensitize you first. Years and years and years of mind control programming gets people to just go, okay, I'll give in and I'll get it because everyone else has got it and there's nothing to be worried about. It seems cool. It seems fast. It seems fun. And I could be a superhero. That is how they operate. So Dr. Phil, again, pushing the chip. The woman, of course, a magician who's telling you that she feels like she has superpowers because she has all of those chips in her, 40-something chips, as well as some magnets. And again, if you want to get magnetized, I could tell you an easier way than, I think we all know what I'm talking about, right? A lot of people are magnetic these days, aren't they? Excuse me, it's the frog in my throat. I thank everyone for being here. Hope you're all doing well. Make sure you sub to my other channel. Again, it's linked below. God bless all of you and your families.